Hello ladies and gentlemen, it's Charlie Fibrosis, and today I'm going to be doing a look over / review type of deal. So let me tell you a little bit about some stuff. I've been a big fan of Star Wars for a very, very long time now, and if you guys remember, however, this lightsaber from Outer Rim Sabers, and personally, for a beginner's lightsaber with some minor modifications, I really do like this. But I do have some slight problems with it, mainly more in the fact that there's only one handle grip more than anything, and it's okay to hold it if you make some modifications up at the upper part of the hilt, but it's not exactly perfect. And I think the speaker itself has actually got some tears on the bottom of it, so it's got some damage. Not even necessarily through my own doing. I think it's just a cheaper speaker that just needed some replacing. There's another piece to this as well. There is no way to clip this to your belt. So, as much as I really do like this saber and do plan on still keeping it around, I wanted to have another option just in case. Enter a lightsaber company based out of Malaysia by the name of Sabertrio. Now, Sabertrio has a good amount of lightsabers to select from. Currently, they are sold out because they had to, with the whole entire situation regarding the pandemic, they shut their stores down. They put everything that was like essentially on back order, stuff that they need to get filled. They do plan on opening again later on this year. But I managed to get mine just about... They opened up their stores, I think, on like May 30th, I think. And I went ahead and pulled the trigger and finally got one. So they have a lot of different options. They have the Arclyte, which is their cheapest model at $79. They have the Skylar at USD $119. They have the Alien, I do apologize if I'm pronouncing that incorrectly. It's kind of based off of Luke Skywalker's saber, which I really do like, but it is $145 USD. The Valken, which is $145, similar to Luke's, but a little bit more blocky or so. Hexagonal or octagonal, which I think it's kind of an interesting design. The Mira for $99 USD. The Reaver for $145, which I think that's actually a really, really cool Sith hilt. And the Vectra for $199. Now, they do have a lot of options to pick from. I'm going to see... Yeah, I can't do any customization because they are out of stock. But they are a great group of... They're a great company. You can also get blades and accessories. So for one model, you have the regular mid-grade or heavy grade regular lightsaber blade, which is just a hollowed out tube. And they have another line, which is the Neo blade, which I think their technical term is NeoPixel, which is essentially, instead of the lightsaber hilt having an LED light down in the bottom of the hilt, it essentially is a magnet sort of with a circuit board, and when it comes in contact with this Neo blade, it lights up the whole entire blade through, I guess, LED strips inside of the blade itself over, and kind of like a flashlight, an LED shining out of the hilt and into the blade. They also have other options. You can also get a reactive plug, and they have two choices there. 4 choices, technically. You can get a regular reactive plug, and then you can get a brass pin reactive blade plug. So this will essentially, you can take the blade out, and then you push the plug in, and that essentially keeps the hilt covered and everything like that, keeps the LED safe. But it covers it. So a Neo chip, which is, I'm assuming, is related to the Neo blades, either possibly up on the top or the bottom, where the hilt is. or whatnot. There is a mid-grade parabolic blade tip and a heavy grade parabolic blade tip. I'm guessing that you can actually take the tip of the lightsaber off where it would just become a hollow tube, and you just screw in or hammer in or tap in the grade tip, whichever choice you have, and there you go. They also have pommels and couplers. The Arclyte pommel silver, and I will say this, I think it's actually pretty nice that their pricing options are pretty good, all things considered. $10 to $20, though we do get higher ones, but you can definitely pick options there. So there's that. Lots to pick from there, which is very, very nice. And a lot of different color options. And then they also have these couplers, a silver one and a black one. And essentially you can be able to take, if you were to get two of the lightsabers, you can be able to screw them together, and there you go. You have a double-ended lightsaber akin to Darth Maul. They also have pommel tassels, which they're kind of interesting. I don't think that I would necessarily want one, but it's meant to be connected to this particular style of pommel. It will not work, to my knowledge, with the other ones. And then finally, they also have other options. You can get a saber bag, which will hold your custom saber and everything like that. Keep it from getting damaged and all the like. And you can get it in Rebel colors or Dark Edition. And then accessories, and this is pretty nice. They have a Curvatech clip belt, a 2.1mm smart charger, and a hex key that you can pick from. The Curvatech belt is essentially you put the clip on your belt, you take the lightsaber, and you clip it on, and you're good to go. Now, here's the interesting thing with my whole entire story regarding this, is like I said, I ordered this saber on the 30th. I really didn't it's not even necessarily that I didn't have a lot of time, it's that I was under the impression that there's a very real chance that the sabers would stop being sold, which, funny enough, they actually were. They were only available for that one day before they shut the store down again, because they needed to catch up on previous orders as things in Malaysia are finally opening up again, so they can be able to get their parts and everything. For all in all, with all the options that I picked, this is about a $300 lightsaber. But from all the reviews that I've read, and especially the amazing customer service that Sabertrio does offer, it was absolutely worth it. So we're going to go ahead and open up the Sabertrio lightsaber. So it's got my name on here, order number 23,324. Comes in a decent little box, not too big, not too small. I think there's a very real chance that I may go ahead and get a bag later on, because I do thankfully still have that for sale. But I didn't really want to get all of it at once, due to cost. And the big thing is, it's not even necessarily the item itself that's expensive. It is, but a good chunk of that is related due to shipping. Like I said, these are made in Malaysia, so it's going through DHL, which is going from Malaysia all the way to the United States. And I have to say, it came quickly. Very, very quickly. I think it takes like about maybe 3 weeks or so for them to build the order. And I think I got from the moment that I was notified, hey, your saber is ready to leave Malaysia and is being ready to come here to the US, to today, was a very, very short amount of time. I'll actually even check real quick. So, looking at here, okay, here we go. The shipment was picked up from Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia at 3:48 p.m. on Friday, July 3rd, and keep in mind that this is a holiday weekend for the United States. They had things moving around on July 4th, and it finally arrived here on Wednesday, July 8th. They did an amazing job with getting this out to me, and more than anything through DHL, keeping me informed as to when it was arriving. So let's go ahead and open up the box, and we'll kind of talk about things. So the very first thing that we get is we get a little card from Sabertrio. Thank you so much for your order. We truly appreciate you choosing us, and we hope that you will enjoy your new saber. All Sabertrio sabers are crafted meticulously and is the result of countless hours of hard work, passion, and dedication. To maximize your saber's life and allow it to serve you through the fullest of its capabilities, we recommend that you take a moment to read through the online user guide found at sabertrio.com/user guide. For the latest updates, promotions, follow us on Facebook at facebook.com/sabertrio. Congratulations on your newly acquired custom high-grade illuminated saber. I have followed through and looked at their webpage and everything like that on Facebook. They really, really are communicative with their customers, and they do a great job with talking to people all over in regards to how they're coming along with things, apologizing if there's any delays, keeping people informed. They include the invoice. So all in all, so I'll kind of tell you as to the options that you can pick from. So for mine, it was the saber. The saber itself was $248. Right. The hilt color and finish, and some of these options can lead to a higher price, by the way. But the saber's hilt color and finish was brushed silver with matte black anodized. The sound font, you can choose between the light side or the dark side. I chose the light side. Blade grade, mid grade. Blade length, 36.7 inches. Activation switch. This is one thing that I probably should have changed in honesty, but I could also go ahead and buy the part later on and swap it out. It's matched to Saber's hilt color. It's non-illuminated. The CoverTech wheel matched to Haber's silk color. Blade plug, we did get an additional, and this is where the price hike goes from $245 to $265. For $8, we did get a reactive blade plug. And we got the CoverTech clip for $12 US, and then shipping via express shipping with DHL was $44. That's where the big price jump kind of happens in all of this. And I can understand that people may not really want to pay necessarily for that. I get that. So that's kind of spilled out a little bit, but not really a big deal. So we have the charging bricks and low charging points. We do have an American one. We actually have a few other options here. I'm gonna try that out real quick. They may have included other things within this, and I do want to double check and make sure. That's the key to it. There we go. So let's see here. We got. So I think this is a European one. European charging block. I don't know which one this one is, but I know it's not US. I know this one isn't US. We don't use this type of power outlet. This is the US one. So we'll go ahead and snap that on to the power adapter that we got sitting right here. We'll go ahead and get that up and running. And I will say, I do like it when companies do include the additional tips. I can't necessarily say that I am definitely going out of the country at any point in the future. But definitely to have that option, at the very least, is very nice. So... There we go. And it's got a little press button here that you just pop it off whenever you need to swap. There we go. Good to go. Got the CoverTech clip, which let me go ahead and remove that real quick. So, actually in better kind of design than I expected to. So we have a decent, feels to be plastic more than anything, but decently molded, I give it that. So the way it works is if you need to unclip your lightsaber, you press on the sides, it pulls back these two little guards, so to speak, and then lightsaber slides out. Very nice. Okay, let's get the blade out and ooh, I don't think I want to take that out. So the way that it looks here is we've got a filament on the inside here that we are not supposed to take out. It's packed in there pretty darn tightly. So I'm thinking that helps with the color distribution, I'm assuming. So the blade seems pretty good, to be honest, in terms of design. I do want to compare something real quick. So I'm not necessarily a very tall person, but I do want to see this real quick. Oh, yeah. Okay. That is a minor mistake that I made. So, the lightsaber. The lightsaber, the blade on the Sabertrio is actually just about the entire length of this lightsaber. So, it's definitely going to have a little bit more reach on it, which is not a bad thing, all things considered. I can get behind that. It'll give me just a little bit more reach, which is never a bad thing. Okay. And okay. So this they include this with the other lightsaber, but if you need to, they have a rubber stopper cap that you can put on the end of your blade, and it will keep the insides from spilling out. It keeps the blade in safe condition. Honestly, if the blade itself had an issue in the future, I could see myself potentially just getting another blade, and that's much easier to replace by what I can gather. But here we go. Let's go ahead and get the finalized product out. Okay, this is nice. This is very, very nice. Okay. This is cool. This is so cool. Okay. This this is a lightsaber right here. Oh yes. Yes. Oh my god. Okay, that is cool as hell. So I can pop the pommel off, and I can replace that with something else if I wish to. And I like how easy it is to do. Very weighty. I like that. And it doesn't it's got safety all around here. Like this is a big chunk of aluminum, and it luckily doesn't really mess with the speaker or anything like that down here at the bottom. But if I would ever run into an issue, they luckily do sell a battery. Yeah, here we go. I just slide it out. The way that this is set up is if the battery on the Saber dies, I can always go and buy a replacement battery and just stick it in there. Charging port down here at the bottom. You need to charge your lightsaber. You just take the pommel off, you slide it out, you stick the charging, you plug it into the charging cable. There's a small scratch on the pommel, but it's not too bad, all things considered. And then got the blade plug up here. Oh, listen to that. Listen to that, would you? So yeah, that is so cool. That is so freaking cool. Okay, so here's the Covertech belt clip. So it fits over a regular standardly issued belt. Then you just take your saber, find the Covertech wheel. There we go. Okay. So you actually have to press in on the edges in order to holster it. But here we go. Saber's all attached. Just sturdy enough that it's not gonna fly out. Anything like that. And then just press the sides in, slide up, and active. Now, this is actually pretty cool. Let's actually go ahead and let me get the blade retention screw out because I do want to take the blade plug out. And I want to go ahead and see about what we need to do in regards to putting the blade on. So, but this is kind of nice. Most of the screws are the same size, so to speak, for what we need. They do include a couple of additional worm screws, so as I will call them. And then if you do need to take the Covertech wheel off, they do include an Allen key on how to do that, which I do want to go ahead and just see exactly how that all works out. Actually, very, very easy. You just unscrew it. Now it leaves a little hole open, which I'm thinking you may be able to just go ahead and screw it back, screw the Covertech wheel back on. But I do actually want to keep that in place because honestly, it does help. And we don't want to over tighten it, certainly. Okay, let's go ahead and take the blade plug out. Okay, so a very, very gentle partial turn. And there's a blade plug. Okay. It's actually pretty nice. This is all it is. This is just what the blade plug is. I like that. Alright, so there is one other nice thing that I do want to show you guys. So, this saber is actually really cool, and part of the reason why I specifically got this particular line is that this has color changing mode available to it. So what you have to do is you have to put the saber into deep sleep mode. Now, there's a few ways to do it. You can either wait 5 minutes and wait for the saber to go into deep sleep mode on its own. You can connect it to the charger and plug into the recharge point and then unplug it. You can remove the battery from the battery holder and then put it back in. And I don't think this is available because I don't believe that this is a version 2.5, but you can press and hold the switch until the second set of beeps is heard. Like I said, this is the only applicable for the version 2.5 FX Sabers. So, I do have it turned on right now. We're going to go ahead and undo the pommel. There we go. So we'll slide the battery compartment out ever so gently. We'll go ahead and plug in charging cable. And it shuts, if it was on, just saber off. Okay? Now we're going to unplug it. Now, here's what you do. Saber's in deep sleep mode. You're going to press and hold the power switch until 3 consecutive beeps are heard. There we go. Lightsaber lights up. Now, here's what you do. We'll go ahead, and I just want to keep the bottom of the saber safe without a doubt. We'll screw the pommel back on. Nice and tidy. There we go. Now, watch this. So, regular blue. Click. Lighter blue. Click. Lightest blue. Click. The absolute lightest blue that you can get. I actually kind of like this. Click. We're now in green. Light green. Solid green. Yellow. Yellow-orange by what I can tell. Orange. Red-orange. Red-orange. Solid red. Click. Pink. Lighter pink. Lightest pink. Back to blue. This is part of the reason why I wanted to get this particular line of saber, is because of the color changing. Now, let me show you this real quick, because I do want to show this off. This saber, of course, can only do blue. So let's do this. It's not maybe as good color distribution between the two, but I'd say they're about on equal in terms of LED spectrum. Here we go. We got a blue saber and we got a green saber. Perfect. So you're going to hold the switch 3 seconds. Save the color. This is cool. This is so cool. Now, like I said before, and like I showed you in the previous videos, this one obviously you can change its sound font a little bit, and you can also throw it into mute mode. I really like this. Like, the way that I can see it is this. That would definitely be more used for dueling because it's a much cheaper saber. I could definitely see myself using that potentially for more combat related reasons. But the nice thing is just how heavy this is, how nice it is, and everything like that. And we can go ahead and throw the blade plug back into there. As I think about it, like that is just so cool to me. That is just so freaking cool. Now I do have a little marking on the blade to show where the screw is lined into. We'll go ahead and take the blade plug. Slide it back in. There we go. And the benefit that I see with getting the saber plug, even though that's like $8, is first of all it keeps the LEDs inside nice and safe. But it also acts as kind of like flashlight. It doesn't give off a lot of abrasive light. So yeah, like this is cool. So yeah, we just take it. There we go. Now it's working. Not clipped in just fine. And if we need to, just press the sides. Out it goes. It's a battle. I really, really like this. I think this is well crafted. Like I said, the little scuff on the bottom where the pommel is. A little nick in the machining process. Like, okay, it's minor. I'm not really gonna put a fuss about it because it really is. It really is such a minor thing and can easily be replaced. But yeah, like there we go. That's our new lightsaber. This is a lot more realistic going to cons and everything like that. I look forward to using this. I look forward to getting to dress up as a Jedi and get to do stuff. I'm just happy this arrived. I love the way it feels. I love the way it looks. I probably will go ahead and get like a saber bag for this eventually. But in the meantime, guys, thank you all very much. If you wish to check out Sabertrio, I will leave a link to their website below. Like I said, especially on Facebook and everything like that, that's like the fastest way to contact them. They have they have some of the greatest customer service that I have ever seen. Unfortunately didn't really get a chance to use it because I forgot about it. But back around Christmas time, I actually reached out to them and asked if they had like a special Christmas code or anything else like that that was going on. And they went ahead and told me that they would be willing to give me a 10% discount off anything I ordered. Now, I never got a chance to use that code, and I forgot to ask about it when I was getting this purchase, but like the fact, yeah, we do not have a holiday code or anything like that, but because you asked and because you're nice, like, we'd be willing to do something nice for you if you're interested in our product. And I mean, I paid in full for what I got for my saber, and that's perfectly fine. But yeah, they're a great group of people, and I look forward to seeing what else they have in the future. Like I said too, like let me see here. I think it was down in blades and accessories, or maybe it was saber components. Oh, that's the other thing I wanted to show. So here. I want to show you guys this real quick. So this is actually really, really nice. If there was ever an issue with your saber, say for example that the battery dies, you can buy a replacement battery at a really good price, all things considered. You can buy, I don't know which one mine particularly takes, but I'm thinking it is probably the lowered $8 one there. They do have one for AAA batteries, which is for like their lowest tier, just stunt sabers. The CoverTech wheel, like I said, you could be able to buy that for $5 to screw onto your system. You could take your saber apart and you could replace it with all different types of switches. If your recharge point breaks, you can be able to buy one for $2. If your speaker goes out, you can buy one for $5. The LED heatsink module, they sell that for $7. Like, yeah, like they really have a good idea as to how they want to work. Now, as I'm looking here, from what I can tell, unfortunately, by the way I can tell, yeah, they only have one pommel available. But I will say that I may go ahead and buy another Arclyte pommel, or the Skylar pommel definitely looks interesting. Maybe it'd be better to get the Valken pommel in silver and black for $20. Like, I love the idea that they got going on here. So yeah, that's it, guys. We finally get the Sabertrio lightsaber. I may go ahead and swap this back to blue. But yeah, like really, really cool piece of technology. Shout out to Sabertrio for this. Thank you very much as well to the Star Wars lightsaber community for, and also the Ohio River Valley cosplayers group. As I think that it was through them and a hosting of other Star Wars affiliated YouTube channels that I think it was City of Sabers. In fact, I know it was City of Sabers. They did a review of Sabertrio, and it was through them that I found out about Sabertrio. And just through all the groups, I'm a very happy man, and I am looking very, very forward to the future when I can go to a con and I get to whip this very, very cool lightsaber out. And I did find out what type of battery I need. If I ever have a failure, it is the. It is, yeah, it's the standard battery. It's just the standard. So, yeah, yeah. So, that is everything, guys. Hope you guys have a wonderful day. I'm actually going to be on vacation this week. I'm actually leaving tomorrow. So, I will not be back until most likely Monday to race IMRC. Uh, So I'll see you guys then. And I may have some little bit of video footage for that whole entire stuff. But that's it, guys. Thank you all for watching. Hey guys, it's nighttime. There was something that I wanted to do real quick before I ended this video. In thinking about it, I did want to go ahead and show off the lightsabers with as little light as I possibly could, so you guys could get to see the full spectrum. So in my right hand is the original lightsaber that I had, the shorter one, and the second one that I have, which is in my left hand. This is the Sabertrio saber. I did also go ahead and change the color to green because I did want to go ahead and show that off. So let's go ahead and do that. So first up, the original saber, and now the Sabertrio. Cool. I'm ready to go ahead and shut this off. No, you guys can't really see the color great because of how the lighting is. But this is this is pretty. Which is the color selector, as you guys saw earlier. But I want to actually get a chance to show you guys kind of in full as to all the color options and tell you slightly more about that real quick. So we'll go ahead and shut the saber off. Okay, there we go. So we got this would be Luke Skywalker's green, orange, lighter orange, orange more, like a red orange, darker red orange, and then Sith red, pink, lighter pink, pink purple type of thing, and then Anakin Skywalker blue, lighter blue, lighter blue, lightest blue, light green, and Luke Skywalker green. So, there is also one last thing to talk about real quick. Like I said, I do apologize for the lighting, just because of how the saber is. It is very, very bright. Oh my god, like this could be. I mean, the LEDs are strong enough that pretty much it is built like a flashlight anyway. But what to say about the saber at least is this is kind of interesting and something I don't exactly like in how it's constructed. But the blade itself, saber handle, perfect. The blade, the way that they kind of get this diffusion type of stuff going on is that they actually have like a rolled up layer of kind of like a silvery plastic, which is fine. The problem is it kind of runs the chance of accidentally like sliding out of the bottom where it meets with the hilt. So I do kind of have curiosity as to what happens if that were to accidentally fall out and get damaged. Um, but it is important that you keep the rubber cap nearby, so you can be able to like pop it back on when you're done with it. So anyway, let's go ahead and shut the saber off, and thank you guys for watching. As they say, may the force be with you.